Simple Green, in coordination with Guadalajara's fire department, has been present in the development of a series of tests where the faculties of Crystal Simple Green have been evaluated in the combat of hydrocarbon fires. Let's not forget to mention that the worst case of a hydrocarbon fire is the one caused by spills in water. Practices take place in a special field that the firemen have predetermined for this, with 2 areas for hydrocarbons and water. The first test took place in a rectangular ditch that is 14.6 feet long, 4.9 feet wide, and 11.8 inches deep. Half of the ditch is filled with water and the rest contains 21.1 gallons of used oil, 10.6 gallons of gasoline, 10.6 gallons of diesel. It's turned on where the fire rises to 2,192 degrees Fahrenheit. In the first test where the fire was extinguished with water, it took 4 to 5 minutes. Besides that, the firemen go under a lot of risk due to the high temperatures that it reaches and provoking a lot of contamination to the atmosphere. It is well known that there is a risk of reignition, that is, when the fire is turned out, it will expand. With Crystal Simple Green, the fire was extinguished in 1 minute 48 seconds. Using a fumigating-like sprinkler with only half a gallon of the product. Furthermore, reignition tests were done, showing absolute absence of this, where thanks to Simple Green, the hydrocarbon chain was broken. The second test took place in a circular ditch with 47.5 feet of external diameter, 6.5 feet of internal, canals of 15.7 inches wide and 17.7 inches deep. The procedure was the same as the latter, at adding 119 gallons of used oil, 31.4 gallons of gasoline, and the same of diesel. With pure water, the results show an extinction time of 2 minutes with 10 seconds, having used 2.5-inch hose at 150 psi. However, the contact of fire with Crystal Simple Green at 6%, the temperature decreased immediately, generating less toxic vapors and extinguishing the fire in 28 seconds. Having used 14.3 gallons of our product and 281.9 gallons of water. Same as with the first test, there was absence of reignition, but moreover, the foam generated by Simple Green and its long permanence was notable. forest fire, the third test was done with wooden platforms impregnated with gasoline and diesel. It took the firefighters 2 minutes and 27 seconds to extinguish the fire with normal water, plus generating black and gray vapor. With Crystal Simple Green at 6%, the fire was extinguished in 1 minute and 64 seconds, generating white vapor. At the end of the test, the foam was notable. The fourth and last test was done with cloth and furniture, again impregnated with gasoline and diesel. This time, it was a simulation of a domestic fire. With water, the fire was extinguished in 3 minutes with 50 seconds. However, with Simple Green, the time was of 1 minute and 20 seconds. Once again, the foam lasted a long time. The usage of Simple Green was authorized by Guadalajara's fire department for fires of type A, that is, solid materials, and type B, inflammable liquids. All this thanks to our positive results, where it was proven that Simple Green is faster and more effective than water.